When I think about the 70s, the Vietnam War was still raging. Every night you would hear how we were faring in that war. Title IX for women, and 18-year-olds got the vote.
People would have the opportunity to engage in education in the way I think it was always intended.
When the Turners founded Walden in the 70s, the best word to describe what the Walden mission was radical.
If you were over the age of 40, you were perceived to be too old to go for a doctorate.
Bernie was very frustrated in the fact that he was a professor at an institution, wanted to be a dean, had to get his doctorate, and people were not recognizing that he had a mortgage payment, a family, and adult responsibilities. That had to change. As the Turners were experiencing firsthand in a practical way how this traditional higher ed wasn't working for doctoral students, Bud Hodgkinson wrote about it, researched it at the University of Chicago and at Berkeley, and talked about how education needed to be changed and to put the student at the center.
No college instructor or professor had ever really looked at it from the angle of the student first. It was a paradigm shift.
By the way, Bud's paper was called Walden U. That's where we get our name as well. The magic of those three coming together and having the energy to make a difference is the founding for our university today.
Can you imagine being one of those first students who sat down in 1971 at the first residency in Naples, Florida? You are at an institution that has no past, no reputation, and you're spending money to sit in that classroom. 70 of those students sat in that first residency, and 70 of those students graduated, 46 of them with PhDs and 24 of them with EDDs. I mean, it's just amazing. Can you imagine the faith that it took from the Turners and the students and the faculty and staff of Walden back then?